Welcome back to our Termagard Tip Edition on the Soapbox. I am Christina. Today we have a jam-packed episode of great information on a topic that climbs the charts on top issues to maintain the health and safety of your home or business. I have asked Jim Allen back again today to talk about the issue of moisture control, ventilation, and dehumidification. Jim, how are you?
I'm good. Pleasure to be back again today, Christina, especially with this topic. Now, it may seem like this episode covers three separate issues, but the truth is moisture control, ventilation, and dehumidification all go hand in hand.
Jim, we really have to stress the importance of this issue because it's something that is either misunderstood or some people just may not be aware of the amount of moisture that they have in their homes or their business and don't know the severity behind it.
That's right. Excessive moisture in the home plays a key part in the structural issues. Wooden building materials and floor joists can become rotted. Floor joists could buckle from subfloor moisture, and insulation all around the structure can become deteriorated if they are constantly damp. These are all things that can greatly compromise the health of a home.
Speaking of health, Jim, isn't it true that human health can be affected by excess moisture?
Yes. First, let me point out that microbial growth, or more commonly known as mold and mildew, along with bacteria and VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds, can all occur throughout a structure that has too much moisture. Not only do mold and mildew have the potential to deteriorate building material, but with mold in particular, the spores that grow can be very harmful to our health. Most notably, allergic reactions can often occur. But also more severe issues like respiratory infections, asthma attacks, even death could occur from prolonged exposure to mold.
Yeah, we read that and hear that in the media lately. Tell us, Jim, about the money-wasting effects of moisture control issues.
Well, in a structure with too much moisture, your air conditioner needs to work extra hard by first dehumidifying that moist air before it can really kick into the cooling mode. And your air conditioner will run at around 40 amps to dehumidify the air. So by controlling the moisture, you can cut back on all that energy the AC is consuming by dehumidifying.
Jim, how about you tell us about some typical indicators of a moisture issue?
Well, you want to take notice of things like peeling paint, damp spots, and condensation on windows. Take notice that condensation will typically occur on the edges or bottom of windows and doors, which happens to be the coolest spots. Also, any noticeable mold or mildew growing on walls or ceilings and perspiring water pipes that also are big pointers to a moisture issue.
Great. So there are 4 factors that speak to a problematic moisture balance indoors. So let's talk about them real quick.
Sure, Christina. Well, the first one has to deal with handling the water issues at the source of the problem. For example, plumbing leaks. This is obviously something that would dump a tremendous amount of water into the home. So fixing the leak would be imperative. How much water does a simple drip from a plumbing shutoff valve produce? You also may want to think about the outdoor source of water intrusion. You want to make sure that your downspouts are extended far enough away from the exterior walls of a structure. Also, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the sprinkler system for any leak, and you want to make sure that sprinklers aren't creating any puddling around the home or hitting up against the structure. Proper grading is also a key important to ensure that water isn't resting against the structure. Another source of moisture is through our daily living. Did you know that an average family of 4 expels about 12 liters of moist air a day? Think about it. That's 3 gallons of water, all from things like breathing, perspiring, showering, cleaning, doing laundry, and even cooking. That's 24 pounds of water a day, or 720 pounds per month. So tackling our habits is another way to take care of moisture issues at its source.
That is amazing that we can expel that much moist air into our homes. And just doing things by cutting back on showering, conserving laundry loads, all of these things can help, right, Jim?
Yes, you're right, Christina. And think about it. They are actually small lifestyle changes that can help out in the long run. Another key to remember is popping open the windows to let the house air out when outside humidity is at its lowest point.
So what's next?
Well, temperature is another factor. Obviously, the warmer the air, the higher the moisture level. But the thing to remember here is to avoid warm air to contact cooler surfaces, thus creating condensation. You want to have the indoor environment around 68 to 70 degrees with humidity down to about 30 up to 50%.
I'll set my thermostat.